Oh, hey. I got a call through the comm array. From Magnuson, of all people. Said to grab my tool belt and meet you here. What's going on?
What did he say?
Let's see. It was something about hijacking some kind of range satellite to launch bombs at the gunners, and that I was to meet you at Vault 111. The explanation I got was kind of brief, but it did seem important, so here I am. Although, still not entirely sure why.
Everything okay here?
Looks to be. Not much going on around the vault's entrance. I guess most people still think 111's sealed up tight. Would explain why no scavengers have come here yet. Maybe we should plant a flag here at some point. But for now, what are we doing here?
Well, we can find out the answer.
Ah, there you are. I assume you're at the vault. Good.
Hey, Dr. Magnuson? Jake speaking. If you don't mind my asking, what exactly are we doing here? I mean, I get that we're gonna hijack a bunch of satellites to blow up the gunners, but...
Have no fear, my boy. All shall be explained.
I'm all ears.
Your summation of the plan is correct, if a tad nebulous. We shall indeed hijack the atomic range satellites, but in order to do so, we must establish a connection to the satellite network. And for that, we'll have to replicate a pre-war mainframe.
What, like a supercomputer? No problem. I've got a few ASAMs with me. Just send over some blueprints and we can start construction right away.
Whoa there, Sonny. Hold your horses. I'm afraid those paperweights you call ASAMs aren't up to the task. That's why I've sent you here.
Go on, Doctor.
Now, as you're both aware, ASAMs enable even the mentally deficient to construct fairly elaborate structures with great proficiency. But what you may not know is that the devices you've been using are not true ASAM sensors. Robco stole my designs and simplified them, bastardized what should have been one of the greatest technological breakthroughs into a cheap product. But if we're going to build something as complex as this supercomputer, we're going to need the real McCoy. We're going to need an ASAM sensor built to its original specifications.
Let me guess.
Yes, that's right. We'll find what we need right here. Go ahead and start the vault's entry sequence. Head inside, and I'll guide you the rest of the way.
Here we go. So, this is Vault 111. Looks in pretty good condition, all things considered.
Your signal is starting to get weak. Set the vault's comm system to our radio frequency.
Already on it.
Yes, there we are. Much better. Now, start working your way towards the cryo chambers. Before the bombs fell, I hid a holotape containing the original schematics for a number of my inventions down here, including the ASAMs. That's what you'll be looking for, this holotape.
Small problem, Doc. Looks like the vault security has kicked in. It sealed the way.
Well, if you're where I think you are, you should see a fire control unit near a doorway.
Yeah, we see it.
Lock the intake near the bottom. It'll trick the vault into thinking a fire has broken out. Should open the Overseer's emergency escape.
Bingo! That did the trick. But wait, if there was a fire, shouldn't the door have remained closed?
Yes, it should have. But Vault Tech were never big on fixing design oversights. That's why they resorted to bringing in people like me.
Well, okay then. We're heading in. So, Dr. Magnuson, you worked on Vault 111?
In a manner of speaking. You see, Vault Tech were struggling to achieve successful cryogenic suspension. Test subjects were being prematurely thawed out, resulting in tissue damage and cellular bonding with the consistency of runny oatmeal. I have a background in the field of cryogenics, so I offered my expertise in exchange for supplies, and the funding for my pet project.
This isn't the first time you mentioned this project of yours. Would it be out of line if I asked what it was?
Yes, it would.
Hey there.
Yeah? Ah, damn it. We got another sealed door. I don't think the fire control trick is gonna work again.
You're in the Overseer's office, yes? You should be able to override the door controls from in there. Take a look around.
Got it.
Hey, you got the door open. Good job. All right, Doctor, I won't ask about your project again. But I would like to know why you'd hide your invention schematics down here, and not someplace else. There must have been a reason.
I can respect a curious mind. I'll answer that query. It wasn't only that holotape I planned to hide down here, but myself also. I reserved the use of a cryochamber, part of my payment from Vault Tech.
You were gonna freeze yourself? Down here? Why?
I had set plans in motion that would take some time. Until said plans had seen fruition, there seemed little point in remaining conscious.
But you never made it to the vault. Did you run out of time to make it down here, or...?
No, I chose not to come. I discovered Vault Tech never intended for me, or anyone else, to leave Vault 111. We were all to stay on ice, permanently.
Hey, Doctor. I got another question for you.
Why does that not surprise me?
Why are you helping us? Fighting back against the Gunners, I mean.
You know the Gunners have an employer, yes? But do you know what it is they've been employed to do all this time?
Can't say that we do.
To the best of my knowledge, the Gunners' contracted responsibilities are twofold. One, locate and secure components of a particular pre-war technology. And two, devise a way to deliver said technology to their employer. The late Captain Wes had already fulfilled the second part of the contract, and this new Captain Lamont is very close to completing the first.
But what's that got to do with...
This technology they've been searching for. They're called Ingram tapes. And along with the ASAMs, they were a core part of my project.
So that's why you're helping us. The Gunners are messing around with something that was important to you. It's personal.
My boy, this goes far beyond personal.
Hey, we're seeing a bunch of those pods. think we're in the right room. What now?
Find and open my cryo chamber.
Okay. How do you know which one is yours?
It'll be the chamber I'm not in.
This one is empty. Assuming this pod wasn't yours, this must be the right one. Go ahead, open it up. It's open. What do we do now?
Next, you'll have to remove a component from the steno.
Oh, right. You mean that magnet rifle of yours. Hey, darling, can you pass me the gun?
Sure. Here you go.
Thanks.
Check the rifle's coil assembly. You'll notice a small control board. Pull out the gold-colored chip. Don't worry, it's designed to be removed.
Wow. That's one tiny chip. Hang on, I need to find the right tool for this. Feel free to chat amongst yourselves.
I'd like to know more about Vault 111.
Part of Vault-Tech's Project Safe House. It was sold to the public as a shelter, meant to protect and house individuals in the event of atomic war. But in truth, 111's purpose was to study the prolonged effects of cryogenic suspension. Something that Vault-Tech's higher-ups were very interested in knowing the results of.
Why freeze yourself?
Despite their crude design, dubious purpose, and shocking lack of redundant backups, once I had finished overhauling them, this vault's cryo chambers offered the perfect respite. When the bombs fell, I was already in my mid-50s, and it would take at least 2 decades for my preparations to bear fruit. Freezing myself seemed like the obvious choice. Of course, in the end, I ended up not using the cryo chamber. Best laid plans, as the saying goes.
A chip? What's it do?
Most of my creations are designed around proprietary software, or hardware, like that chip. Rarely, this was because I could fabricate more sophisticated components that were commercially available, or privately for that matter. But an added benefit of this is that my inventions and work became difficult for others to decipher, interfere with, or replicate. This acted as a safeguard of sorts, and it allowed me to use certain components as physical encryption.
Oh, I get you. So the chip in this rifle, it's like a key.
Precisely. And this key will open the way to where I hid the holotape. You'll find its accompanying lock on the intersection of my cryo chamber.
All right, got the chip. Let's try giving this key a turn. Whoa now!
Sealed off and concealed an old maintenance tunnel. The only way to find it was if you knew it was there. And if you had the key, of course. You'll find the holotape you need at the end of the tunnel.
Well then, after you, darling. Oh, hell's teeth, it's cold down here. Never a dull moment. Mirelurks! pesky critters. How'd they even get in here? Sealed tight. Looks like this door had its own power supply, but it's long out of juice. Hey, Doc. You got another closed door down here. Any ideas? Dr. Magnuson? Huh. Guess we're too far down for the radio to work. Looks like we're on our own. This door's frozen shut. Don't think we can pry it open. We're gonna need a fusion core to get it open again. If you don't happen to have a core handy, take a look around. Maybe we'll get lucky. In the meantime, I'll see what I can do here. Open sis, you. Nicely done. Well, let's keep going. This looks promising. Let's see here. Hello there, little terminal. What you've got to say? Huh. Well, this is definitely where Magnuson hid the holotape. Only problem is, I think it's down at the bottom of that flooded elevator shaft. I'm sending it to the command to ascend, but nothing's happening. Maybe all that water's putting too much strain on the elevator. The increased load is too much for the servos to handle. I'm open to any suggestions you'd care to venture.
I'll see what I can do.
Always the problem solver, huh? I'm sure you'll find something that'll help. You always do. We just need to find a way to get to that holotape.
Got it.
Well, that's using your head. With the extra power, we should have no problem bringing up the elevator now. All right, elevator coming up. Let's go take a peek, shall we? That looks like the holotape. Seems no worse from wear after its prolonged soak. Huh, seems there's some other goodies too. I'll keep hold of this for now. I'm gonna head back up. Let Magnuson know we found the tape. Come find me when you're ready.
There we go.
Hold on. I want to talk with Magnuson first. Hey, Doc. We found the holotape. Dr. Magnuson, are you there? I guess something must have come up. Suppose for now, I'll just keep hold of the holotape until we hear from him again.
Thanks for your help.
Don't sweat it. Anyway, you did more than me. Say, if you don't mind the question, how are you doing? I mean, being back in 111. You okay?
I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
Sure, no problem. Just so you know, whenever it comes to these kind of things, you never have to shoulder them alone. I'll always do my best to help carry the burden. I care about you. I don't want to see you hurt if I can help it. Well, I'd say it's time for me to head back to the HQ. Hopefully nothing has happened during our absence. Oh, and just an idea, but now that we've explored this place, why not officially lay claim to it? There's a lot of tech down here, not to mention a near pristine vault. That's a valuable resource in and of itself. Up to you, of course. But I think planting our flag here would be a smart move. Anyway, I guess we better get going. Stay safe, hon. You were a big help today. I don't know what I'd do without you. Good to breathe fresh air again. Well, as fresh as you get in the Commonwealth.
I just want to trade a few things.
Good to breathe fresh air again. Well, as fresh as you get in the Commonwealth.
We need help. We're surrounded by hostiles. I don't know how much longer we can hold out. We're at a place called Libertalia. If you're listening to this, and you're not afraid of combat, we could really use your assistance. Otherwise, please contact a group calling themselves...
Get your head down and drop the
I don't see anything. I think we're okay.
Stay. I win again!
Sam's out to an early lead with Piece of Junk's right behind. Odds your uncle is coming up fast.
End of the line!
Just die.
Ain't personal. Just you and me.
Sweet. That's it.
Ain't scared yet.
Hey there.